Hello. We're going live this evening. And I want to say hello and happy Friday. There's Mike. Me and Mike have
Hi.
been sick.
Yes.
It's been crazy. We've been sick for like 2 weeks now.
Nobody's sleeping in this house. It's terrible.
No, nobody's sleeping.
No.
I'm going to prop it up somehow. Let's see here. Well, this is going to be hard. Okay, so I'm going to put it over here. So what I want to talk about today is Generation X. It's been all over social media. I've been seeing it all over social media, and a lot of things are just wrong about it. Personally, to me, some of it's been right, some of it's not right. Some of the stuff about Gen X has been left out, and I don't know, it's just all weird. So I want to get it straight, and that's what I'm going to name this live. Let's get it straight with Gen X, okay? So, we're going to talk about this because we actually lived it, right?
Yes.
Yes. That's Mikey. He's beside me. So, first of all, I want to talk to you about this. We wore bandanas all the time. Mike, not as much. Did you, Mike?
Head bandana, yes.
Head bandana.
Yes.
Okay. So, wait a minute. I don't even think. Am I live? What's this? Okay. Never mind. This is my first live show. So, I want to show you a bandana. This is how long a bandana is, okay? I don't know. What is it? 26 inches?
Somewhere in there.
We used to wear these as a belt. So, if anybody out there can wear a bandana as a belt, is doing pretty good.
That's before they poisoned our food.
Yes. But this was what we wore, and you would tie it in the front of your jeans, and we wore a bandana as a belt. We would tuck in our shirts. You always tucked in your shirts. If you didn't tuck in your shirt, you were sloppy.
Yes.
Yes, you were sloppy. And then you would wear flannel over your tucked in shirt, tucked in t-shirt. You would wear jersey, and a jersey is a long sleeved shirt. Look like something
Looked like
a baseball
jersey,
player
yeah.
would wear.
White or blue sleeves.
Yeah, it was always white.
Yeah.
I always wore the white. Yeah, and
blue
the
sleeves or red
black
sleeves.
You pull the sleeves up, and you'd wear the jersey. You put on your belt, and you put on your flannel shirt, and you'd go to school.
We're talking the older Gen X. We're not
Yeah.
talking up to 99. We're talking back in the 80s.
99.
Well, that's when Gen X stopped.
1999?
Yes, when the millennials came in.
Wow, really? Not 1999.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Somewhere.
Okay, and
Or 79. I'm sorry, my bad. 79.
we would wear these around our leg too. We would put them on our upper thigh and tie them around our leg. Now, I'm not sure which one. I always wore which thigh. I always wore my bandana on my right thigh. Oh, I got somebody there. Hello. Hi, King1227. How are you? I would wear mine on the right side. And it was like wearing the bandana on which side of your thigh it was like the same thing as wearing your earrings.
For guys,
Okay.
one side or the other, yes.
Yes, for guys, the left side or the right side, okay? And that's all I'm going to go for. Left side, guys would wear their earrings, okay? That was the straight guys.
Yes.
The right guys, the right earrings, that means you were not straight, okay? If you wore two earrings, you were definitely not straight.
Yes.
Definitely. I mean, that means you didn't care you wore them. There was a band. He wore both earrings. Do you remember that band?
I do not.
Oh, come on.
I do not. Right now, I don't remember.
Oh, wait, I don't want to hurt a friend. Still feel he's got no.
Oh, that was.
He knows what I'm talking about.
That was Boy George.
No, Boy George.
Wasn't
Yeah,
him?
that's somebody too. Who else is here? Hello, Real Reason 753. Hello, yay! And Mr. Bombastic 63. Hello, 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 hello. Hello from Ohio. What state are you guys from? Oh, life's going okay. It's going okay. Just hanging in there. Trying to,
Just relaxing on a Friday.
yeah, just relaxing on a Friday. We love Fridays. Hello. You have a blessed day too, Brooke at CJ7WR. Oh, good. Real son, real. You're from Ohio too. So cool. Yes, we're from Central Ohio. Michigan. Mike's from Michigan.
Yes, I am.
He loves Michigan.
But I'm a Vikings fan. I can't help it.
What part of Michigan were you from?
Monroe County.
Monroe County, Michigan, Mike was from. He grew up there. So what I'm talking about, you guys, is this nonsense about Gen X and how, they're making us look like we're like strange or something. But who was that guy that was singing that song?
I don't know, but
Michael?
what? Michael McDonald?
No, you have to Google it.
I don't even.
I don't want to have to treat a friend. Wasted days with God no reason.
That's
He
not, that
wore
wasn't
two
my.
earrings.
That wasn't my kind of music. So
Michael
I don't know.
Bolton. I don't know
That's
what the
possible.
kids be. 67 is what the 67. My grandson says 67. I haven't heard him saying it in a while. Hey, sup, Mike?
What's up?
Sup, Mike?
What's up?
So we were talking about the bandanas and how we wore them around our waist. And like I said, I wish I could wear one because it's like, 26, 25 inches? We wore these all the time with our jersey t-shirts and our flannel shirts. Yeah, okay. Or we wore these around our thigh, and I always wore mine around my right thigh.
And I had
Okay.
I had a ton of rock concert T-shirts.
Yes, that.
Always with a flannel.
Yeah, anytime you go to a concert, you
Had
always
tons of
bought a
them.
concert T-shirt, right?
Yep, and
Yes.
they were $7
Okay.
back then.
Yes. Now, and this is true, okay? This is true. All right?
And he's
And I still use it, but it's not the same. This bottle of Aquanet is not the same as it used to be in the 80s. Okay? And you would do your hair, which I still have my hair cut like I do in the 80s, and you would just, yes, this is it. This is what we used.
They took out the aerosols.
Green apple. Mr. Bombastic 063. Green apple. All right. So, another thing that we used to do, and this is the same kind of eyeliner. Where can you buy this? Amazon.com. I used to get it at Walmart, and they don't sell it anymore.
Ever since COVID.
Yeah, ever since the COVID. Yeah, you have to buy like a 6-pack. Yeah, you gotta shake it up. But I'm telling you what, it's not the same. It's not as strong as it used to be, but it does the job.
It's
It
still
does.
better than most.
Yeah, it's better than most, and I still use it. Okay, and I used this. It's Maybelline Black Eyeliner Gen X. It's called Very Black, and this is what we used. I don't know what they took out of Aquanet. I don't know.
Well, the aerosol's gone.
Could be the aerosol, I don't,
don't
I
know.
wish I knew. but I know it's just not the same. I can't explain it. But this is the eyeliner I used back in high school between 1978 and until now, 1970 until now. Okay?
You used to light
And we used to light it.
it. Still light it.
And that's what we did, and we would put it eyeliner on our eyes. And they have like bedroom eyes now. We always had bedroom eyes. And when bedroom eyes came out, and you can buy this eyeshadow or that eyeshadow, to make your eyes look like that type. Well, that's just what type we always had. We always had the dark eyes.
Well, blue was popular too.
Okay, so I see Cat's work. If a hot vampire begged you to nail him to an inverter cross, would you? Well, I don't know what that means. I don't know what a hot vampire is. Begged you to nail him to an inverter cross, would you?
No.
I don't think so. I don't even understand. We're talking about Gen X, okay? And the strange things that people are talking about Gen X, like Gen X would drink out of the hose in the back of the house. Now, Mike said he did.
I did, but of course I started like, I'm late boomer, Gen X, but late boomer. So yeah, we did that. Played baseball 6, 8 years old, and we would drink out of the hose. His dad said, hey, it's good. And nobody wanted to go in the house. Mom didn't want you in the house. Get out of the house. So if you wanted to drink, that's what you did. But not everybody did that.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
They make it sound like everybody did that.
Yeah, nobody did. Yeah, not everybody did that. We would just go to a friend's house that had pop.
Yes, Kool-Aid or pop.
Yeah, I had friends that their parents bought pop, and we would just go to their house and get a can of pop. Okay, mostly Pepsi. There was a war with Coke and Pepsi, and I was a Pepsi fan. Okay, I loved my Pepsi. So let's see what else. Culture has changed so much. Yes, it has. And I hate the fact that it has changed, because I miss the 80s, and I miss the not as worrisome as we used to be in the 80s. We just flied by the seat of our pants.
That's probably because we were younger. We didn't pay attention. We were just younger.
And we didn't have social media.
Yeah, we didn't.
We didn't have social media. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have cable TV.
You memorized all your friends' phone numbers. You didn't write them down. You knew them all.
Yeah, we knew everybody's phone number, even our grandma and grandpa's phone number. We didn't. Yeah, we didn't have we didn't carry a computer around in our pocket. My God, we didn't even carry our books home from school.
No, in 12th grade, I needed a credit, so I took computer science, and it was brand new. And they taught you how to do basic language on a computer. I don't even know what kind it was. It was like it just come out. I'm like, so I used to go out in the break room, and I would just hang out there and play cards, and my buddy would do all my homework for me at the computer thing. So I never got good at it.
Yes.
He passed my class for me.
Real renowned 753 said there was cable in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yes, there was, but my parents didn't have cable in the 80s.
We did. We grew up basically on different sides of the track in the same city.
Yeah, I lived on the east side, west side.
My dad made pretty good money, so we had cable, but it wasn't a lot.
We didn't have cable.
Yeah. When they first started, you didn't have a box. You had basic cable. You plug it in your channels. You put it on, it would just... Channel 2 would be HBO and some other stuff. That was about it. And
was there MTV?
This was later, yes. But
okay.
when I was in high school, yes.
Gotcha.
Yep. I know the first song on MTV, yes. Radio killed the video star. Or video
Yes.
video killed a radio star. That's the first song ever on MTV.
Right, right, right. I don't know. We didn't have cable. My parents, we just didn't have cable. We didn't have the extras because we lived in, within our means. Um, but I wanted to talk about like the minimum wage. Um, when I worked at the pizza shop when I was 15 years old, I worked for Great Race Pizza in Westerville, Ohio. I made $3.35 an hour, and Mike worked across the street from where I worked, and he made what, $2.90?
230 an hour.
$2.30 an hour.
230 an hour as a manager at RC Pizza across the street. But I loved it because, hey, I could go in anytime, open up a shop, have a pizza anytime I wanted, ate all the time I wanted. Didn't really care about making money then. It was enough.
And what was the age that you started smoking?
Too early.
What is that? Who is real renowned 753 is asking, is that Queen?
No, Queensryche.
Oh, his tattoo?
Yeah.
Queensryche.
Yes. That's a band from the 80s.
Yes. Jet City Woman.
Yes.
Look that up.
Yes.
And what else? There's another one.
Oh, Silent Lucidity.
Silent Lucidity. Look that up on YouTube. How much was a pack of cigarettes?
I used to buy her cigarettes when we weren't legal enough, and I could get them for 59 cents a pack.
Yes. Well, you sure?
Yeah.
Because
I
would
used
save,
to buy them at the Clark station for you.
I would save before that, my mom would give me 6 cents a day for milk. I was supposed to pack my lunch.
It was
so
3 when I
cents.
started school. 6
So
cents
6
was
times
milk.
5 is 30 cents.
Yep.
And then on Fridays, so she'd give me the 6 cents plus 65 cents. So 6 times 5 is 30.
30. 6 times 5 is 30, honey.
Okay, I remember I used to buy a can of Pepsi, a pack of cigarettes, and a pack of bubble yum for what, $1?
Somewhere in there probably, because you could
$1 or under.
Yeah, you could get a Pepsi out of a machine for 25 cents.
Yes, 25-cent pop. And then I don't know how much the gum was. Bubble yum. I loved bubble yum. And
It's like 15 cents a pack.
yeah, so 15 and 25 and a pack of cigarettes a week. I would buy that every week. I would not eat lunch. A lot of us that I went to school with, we didn't eat lunch. We didn't even eat breakfast. We would get up, get out of the house. We would take a shower every morning. Hurry up, take a shower. And we had to walk to school. And we really walked 1.5 miles to school. I did.
I did too.
Mike did too.
Yep, you didn't have buses nowadays. If you're 1.5 miles away, you're getting a bus.
I would go to my friend Amy's house, and then me and Amy would go to Mickey's house, and then we'd meet Deanne at the corner, and then Jenny down the street because that's where she lived. We would like pick each other up and then go down the long street. It was called, I forget what it's called, don't leave. So this long street that we had in Westerville, and then we would go down and take a left and then walk the tracks all the way to our school. So that's not bad for minimum wage. Do we have a child? No, he has a daughter, and I have 2 kids. I have a daughter and a son. We went together. We went study together in high school.
Yes.
And we met up with each other like 30 years later.
Yep.
Yes.
I first met her in 79, and she was 13, and I was 15, and I was on my bike.
Yes, he was on a bike.
Yeah, I said
and we would walk the tunnels.
Yes,
in Westerville. There's tunnels in Westerville. We would take the tunnel and go underneath the city of Westerville and walk the tunnels all the time. It's crazy. Okay, so I want to tell you something else too. In our high school, we had a smoking pit. Yes, there's tunnels under Westerville. Yes. we always joke around and say, hey, do you want to walk the tunnels? Hey, Mike, do you want to go down the tunnels?
Yes.
And he's like, yes. Where are the tunnels? So, okay. Make a video about the tunnels.
Well, we haven't been there in 40 plus years, but
oh my god,
we got to see if we get access to them still. We may not be able to get access. That was part of the Underground Railroad from the slavery, where they used to hide the slaves from people.
So what road is it close to? Is that Walnut?
It's State Street, Walnut, yes.
And you take
Lincoln.
It's State Street, Walnut. You go down into the ravine. It goes underneath State Street. And then you end up at Hiawatha Park. And you go and you're at the cemetery. Yes, there's a park there. At Becca Stover 7780, there is a park at the end of the tunnel. But to me, I feel like it was a cemetery. That's all I remember is the cemetery. It was so creepy.
It was pretty creepy.
It was cringy. And it was dark. So you had to like take your lighter and go like this the whole way through.
Yes. And you couldn't walk straight up. You definitely couldn't.
Yeah, you were a hunchback. You were like I don't know.
Quasimodo.
Quasimodo. And you know what's scary about that whole thing? Our parents didn't know where we were. That's scary.
Yeah. I would go in the summertime. I'd go away for days, but I'd come back for, to say, hey, I'm here, blah, blah, blah. Eat some cereal in the morning because I lived on cereal as a teenager. That's what you did. But you had so many friends, and every night you slept at somebody else's house in their backyard. Hey, Mom said it's cool. You want to put up the tent? So we all sleep. Sometimes it's six to eight of us, and then we'd cause mayhem, but not terrible mayhem. And we walk around, and we go uptown, and that's why I met her.
Yes.
She was sitting on a porch, and I was with my friend riding a bike. Yes, nobody's getting in trouble. You're just sitting there chillaxing and.
Ron.
Yeah, and I rode my bike about a mile away from where I lived, and I don't know, it was different.
I was always sitting on Rhonda's porch. We were allowed to do anything we wanted.
Yeah.
But anyway, I love Rhonda.
But yeah, we did see her. We saw her about a couple of years ago.
Yeah, we seen her. I love her. She was my good friend. We used to make forts over by Otterbein College. There was a woods back there, and we'd always make a fort before back there by Otterbein College in the alley off of State Street. Please make a video about that. It would be stellar.
Well, we're going to think about this.
Well,
yes.
You got to remember, me and Mike are 60 years old.
Yes. And
I don't know if we could walk the tunnel. It'd be like the Ring.
I know.
What's that?
I don't.
Yeah. I don't know if I could walk that. I don't know. Be scary because I know more now than I did then. When I was young, I was younger and I didn't think the things I think now. Now I have a lot in my mind and I'm like, I don't know if I want to be in this tunnel. Seriously. But you know what? We might think about it.
I think we should think about it.
We'll think about it. But We'll have to bring a flashlight this time.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe...
Nobody had a flashlight as a kid. I didn't have a flashlight.
We might have to get armed.
Nah, we don't.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to go down in there, man.
Nah.
We'll have to think about it.
We'll take Dylan.
But did I tell you guys we had a smoking pit at his high school and my high school? Becca Stover at 7780 says, I got lanterns, I'm in.
All right.
She don't understand. It's long.
It is.
How long is it?
About a half mile in the tunnel crossed over. It's a while.
What's that movie? My precious. There's my precious. You'll be
Lord of the
walking like
Rings,
that.
Yes.
My precious. You'll be walking. I mean, seriously. So, in our high school, Westerville North, Westerville South, we had a smoking pit. And in the smoking pit, we had a cop there. And he was like a friendly cop. And he's standing there. You're supposedly be 18 years old to be in the smoking pit. And you were supposedly only go in there at lunch.
Oh, we used to go every class.
Did. Yeah,
we went every class. Yeah.
Every class.
I used to light them up before I walked out the door.
Yeah.
Light one up going on the
People
hallway.
would light them out, light your cigarette in the hallway, and go out the door.
That way I could get done.
Every class.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
Nobody cared.
Nobody cared. They'd light fireworks out there in the pit. They'd have the jam boxes.
That's your school.
The booster boxes out there. Mike drove his hot rod right into the pit. Right, he just drove right into the pit.
This was after. This was like a few years after we were seeing each other.
Yeah, after we broke up.
Yeah, just drove right in there, and there she was standing. I said hi.
Oh, that built America, those cigs. Real Snout 753, that built America, the cigs. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was. They pushed it a lot in the 50s and 60s, so.
Yeah, it was just like a normal thing to smoke.
Yeah.
I got in trouble all the time. Sorry, Dad, if you're watching. I don't know, I was 12 years old when I started smoking. Me and my friend, we found a pack of cigarettes at the car wash. It's County Line Road and State Street. Kept everyone focused with the nick. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. I don't know. I didn't do too good in school, though. I don't know. Anyway.
It wasn't pushed on you, and I don't know. There's a lot of things. You either liked it or you didn't like it, and.
Yeah. I don't know. I felt cool when I smoked. Because I was short. When I was in high school, well, I'm still short. So when I smoked, it made me feel bigger. You know what I mean? Made me feel more bad. You know, I got a cigarette, don't mess with me, that kind of crap. Okay, so...
And I wasn't that way.
Yeah, he went that way.
My mom and dad smoked, and that's what it was. And
yeah, we did not have air conditionings in our school.
No.
None. Yeah. No air conditioning. Just fans.
And sweat.
Yeah, and some kids in our school did not take showers. It was crazy town.
Well, I'm sure that still goes on nowadays.
Well, yeah, but if you have no air conditioning, we had windows in our school, and people would throw their books out the window all the time.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah, it would be like the last day of school, everybody would throw all their books out the window of South. There would be tons of books in the front lawn of Westerville South all the time. I didn't do it because I didn't want to pay for my book, because I didn't even really like my book. I didn't want to pay for it. So we weren't allowed to wear shorts.
No.
We weren't allowed to wear sweatpants.
No.
We weren't allowed to wear PJs, slippers, sandals, no kind of sandals, halters, tube tops. No. No short skirts, nothing like that. Yeah, when school was out, we just threw our whole locker out into the hallway, but you got to make sure your name is not on any piece of paper, because if your name's on the piece of paper, they're going to call your parents, and then you're in big trouble.
You had to have books to do that. I didn't care about that.
So, Gen X had chores. That's right, Tucker. We had chores. I had to do dishes. I swept, I dusted, I cleaned the bathroom. I had to clean my own room. I babysat my siblings in the summer and after school, all depends, And I had to weed the garden. My dad's landscaping out front. We had chores all the time. It was chores, chores, chores. What does Mike say about that?
All I did was cut the grass.
That's all he did. He didn't do it. I had something to do every day. Every day. So, we're going to talk about alcohol. Okay? So, we only have 2 people in this life.
Yeah?
Look, it says 2.
All right.
All right. When we were in school, there was percentages in beers. Okay? But when you were...
I was 18.
When you were 18...
I could drink 3-2 beers.
So, okay, so there was 18 years old and there was 21 years old, okay? So if you were 18 years old, you could buy 3.2% beer. Okay? Yeah, well, like and subscribe because I need some help on my channel. Thank you for saying I have a great channel. I only have 2 people on here right now. I need some subscribers, man. So anyway, Little Kings was 3.2%, and that was like the basic
No,
beer.
that was 6%. You had to...
No, 3.2 was Little Kings, trust me.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Well, you had to still find a friend.
And they
when
were
you
little tiny green bottles of beer.
Yes.
They're just little tiny short things. They were so cute. Okay? So Little Kings was 3.2, but if you were 21, you could get the 6.0% beer. Okay? There was this little carry-out drive-through on Sunbury Road that people in my high school would go to, and they would sell you
beer, anything you
beer,
wanted. Yeah.
anything you wanted.
It was Custer Brothers drive-through.
Custom Brothers drive-through.
Yes, and
On
everybody
Sunbury Road.
that was a kid or a teenager knew about this place.
What?
Everybody that was a kid and a teenager wanted to party.
Everybody
knew about this place, and it was not the greatest part of town, but they just didn't care.
It's by Easton.
Yeah, it was part of the South. Yes. Yeah, but then it was like they would just get you in, get you out, get you in, get you out.
Yeah.
Hurry up, hurry up.
But it seemed like it was the country.
Yeah, it was because there wasn't anything built up then.
Yeah, Easton one there.
Yeah, but it was down Sunbury Road. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, it was past.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there would be the main thing people would buy was the Little Kings, Mad Dog 2020, Boone Farm, and wine coolers. Wine coolers started getting big. It's called Bartles and James. I remember wine coolers. I like the strawberry wine coolers.
I used to get the Little Kings quarts before a football game. You could buy the quart of Little Kings, and me and my buddies would buy the quarts, and we drank, and 2 of those when you were younger, it just put you out, and then we go to the football game.
Yeah, you'd always go to the football game. You would go and you'd get your beer. You'd find somebody to get you beer. Then you'd go in the woods and drink the beer, and then you'd walk to the football game. You weren't, I mean, were we, yeah.
Anyways.
We weren't watching the game. Not that, I never went to the game with Mike.
No.
No, but we would just walk to the game so we could see the score to the game.
Yeah, Westville South.
We had to come home and tell what the score was.
Westville South and Westville North back then.
That was a good game.
They would not play when I was in high school because there was a fight back in '78, huge fight, and they did away with that rivalry.
No, I went in.
You went after that. No, it was done. It was done. It was done till '82.
So South and North?
Yes.
I went in '82.
No, they wasn't playing in '82.
Oh. I went when we would.
'83 it started again, but for 4 years it was. For 4 years.
Yeah.
It was
done. Bad because see, Westville South, they would carry around the rebel flag.
Yes.
We would take the rebel, not me, but people would take the rebel flag to the North game. It was like North and South, like Civil War. And they would take the rebel flag to the North game, or they would show the flag at the South game while we were playing North. And it got crazy. It wasn't good. That wasn't a good thing to do. And they made it to where you're not allowed to do that anymore. You're not allowed to wave the rebel flag. They called it the rebel flag. not the,
That's about right.
well, they call it Southern something.
Oh, Confederate flag.
The Confederate flag. We called it the rebel flag. Okay, so anywho, so straight leg jeans were in.
You got nobody.
I'm all by myself.
All by yourself. Are we all by ourselves?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Even my daughter-in-law's not on here anymore.
She says, I'm done with this.
So,
That's
straight legs were in, and if you wore floods, you were a dork, okay? We always wore a comb in our pocket. It was either a rat tail or a rounded comb. I know my brother's not even on here.
I don't know.
Oh, I got somebody's on here now. Hello. Happy Friday. We were talking about straight legs were in the 80s. And if you wore floods, you were a dork.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just telling you. You never wore floods. Floods are jeans that are too high above your ankle. We always had a comb in our pocket because we always had big hair. Like them big hair bands. And it was either the rat tail comb or the rounded comb. We always wore the jersey t-shirts. Flannels with the jersey t-shirt or just a concert t-shirt underneath. We wore the bandana belts and the bandana around our leg. So that's what I'm saying. We did not always drink out of the hose.
Yeah, hose was the last thing on our mind.
That's the last thing on our mind was drinking out of a freaking rubber hose that's just
tastes like metal.
Bad, just bad water. I don't even think we drank water.
No, that's the only time we ever did.
Yeah, we never drank water. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for being here. The nobody that is. It's my first live. And I will catch you on the next video.
Peace out.
Peace out. I'm going to do a garden, my urban garden, self-sufficient herbs and vegetable garden. It's growing good in Ohio. So I love ya. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, how do I get off?
I don't know.